Apologies for that cacophony. Onward to lore. For a couple years now, I've been developing a subspecies of satyrs in D&D called the Mountain Satyrs. There are 4 villages, history on how they came to be, and battles they've been a part of, but this video is focused on their spiritual ties. Being descendants of Fae, they worship Fae gods. This feathery fairy dragon is one of these gods, Jet-Katawanaka. Jet-Katawanaka is an ancient agent of chaos and fear. They have magical Fae abilities and reside in the Feywild. However, legends say there is a way to summon him in a physical form, although it requires much work and sacrifice. Some praise him for his knack for mischief and leadership in tricks, but most deem him dangerous and scorn him for abandoning Braiha. Braiha is another fairy god who I'll probably make another video on later. Jet-Katawanaka has been roaming the Feywild for centuries, most likely materializing when common satyrs began telling ghost stories about them. For a great portion of their existence, they performed their duties in a similar way to Braiha, with no magical aid beside what they were born with. During this time, the extent of their work was to carry out tricks and pranks, being an agent more of mischief than of chaos. However, when he and a number of other Fae gods made terrible deals with one another to gain each other's powers, he was corrupted. He used his powers to take these tricks further, causing irreversible damage and suffering. Eventually, Braiha managed to put Jet-Katawanaka into an eternal slumber. Although he had betrayed her and taken advantage of her, she still cared for him. Before his corruption, he had been her mentor in earlier years. Hence, she ensured Jet-Katawanaka was in a safe and comfortable place for his slumber. She personally guards the cave in which he sleeps. While they take many forms, Jet-Katawanaka is often portrayed as a 4-winged, feathered, dragon-like being. Their eyes are said to be so bright and piercing that they could level a forest with just a glance. Their pact-given power is contained in 2 iridescent glass butterfly wings, which they wear around their neck. Jet-Katawanaka was summoned by a young satyr in Chidavu, an underground city suffering a plague, after she was coerced into a cult. The young satyr was the only one to communicate with the Fae god, though the entire cult contributed to his gain of power. After a time, he possessed the young satyr and battled Braiha through her sorceress. His talisman were destroyed, and he fled, never to be heard from again. That is a very brief rundown of the lore surrounding Jet-Katawanaka. I have tons more written about not only them, but about all of my satyrs, so stick around if you're interested in hearing more. This reference was fun to make because I haven't drawn a dragon in a while, especially not one with so many feathers. It's also fun to compare his actual Fae form to his tiny little mortal form. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.